just speaking in general. Boy, there is no formidable opponent or at that bone it. Never step on it. When you wanna mind the kind of give it hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out. Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but it's the best. Don't you see me out here shining, barely flexing? I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, it's the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards. So it'll be first down here after the run. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Carr. And he slides to avoid the hit. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. On first down, Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordan Reed, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. First and goal at the 1-yard line. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. Here's Carr. And this is incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Chris Gregg, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They start out on the ground with Bell. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 22-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Again, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On is the punter, King, to send it away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And now here come the Raiders. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
10 yards to go on 3rd.
Hey, 734.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he hits his man, Matthews. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Carr now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Rashard Matthews, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And It is now 21-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Kaepernick. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. The give is to Bell. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now Bell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Here's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. They find some open field here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now Thompson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Carr to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The 20. Nobody in front. Rashard Matthews. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Rashard Matthews with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out come the Jags. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Kaepernick going to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football. And he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw his Carr. Carr on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Finding room inside the 40. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Melvin Gordon, 53 yards. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Let's go! Flex round!
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And the Raiders have got him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A screen to Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down, 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go!
Now, Kaepernick again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Kaepernick to throw again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Past the 20. 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight, double tight. Let's go!
A give to Bell. And an alley to run. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Le'Veon Bell, 51 yards. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. This is Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. A toss play. Gordon. And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. And some room to roam now. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So they're operating in the red zone. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, it's Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The offense on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
Here's Kaepernick to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taylor Gabriel from 8 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. And Matthews has it right side. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Carr. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On the ground, it's Thompson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Carr now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shane Ray in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal. Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Kaepernick now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this one is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get a 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without... He's got daylight. 30. The 20. So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
734.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Here's Brad Nortman now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go. Brad 38. Flex round.
To throw, Kaepernick. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kaepernick. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On first down, Kaepernick. Room to run past midfield. Out left side here to Bryant. 20, 10, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Des Bryant, 64 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll run with Thompson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. A good pickup there, a 22. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run it here with Thompson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackling.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 37 yards. And the silver and black continue to roll. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
It seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
This fielded at the 2. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Kaepernick now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. On third down, that's Thompson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Raiders on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this is going to miss wide to the left for Sturgis. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Let's go. 1, 9, flex round. Flex round. On your front. On your front. Flex round. Flex round. Check 15.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So out come the Raiders. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.